great John Kander and Lin-Manuel Miranda. John, who were some of your heroes? You're a hero of Lin-Manuel Miranda's. Who were some of your heroes when you were coming up and beginning to first create your music?
George Gershwin, Irving Berlin, Jerome Kern. Every generation has its own, not just musical heroes, but influences. And what really kind of dazzles me that when we work together is that we are separated by not just 2 generations, by 3 generations. And yet the actual process of writing and working is almost absurdly easy.
Yeah.
Really? Even though sometimes when you start a song, you think, I don't know what I'm doing.
But you never know what
Yeah,
you
but
do.
we go there together.
Oh, that's nice. A lonely place to be alone.
Yeah.
What is that feeling like? What is that feeling like when you realize you've gone from not knowing to knowing something? How does that happen? What is that mysterious moment when the blank page turns into not an accusation, but a possibility?
We talk about that all the time, actually.
It's, in the first place, you never know much. You really don't. But something begins to happen, and if you're working with another person, you begin to pile idea on idea. And it's an adventure, and if you don't put some God up there telling you that's no good, you can go ahead and just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and his hands are really fast. It's like, you know, a lot of what writing is to us is us just eating bagels and talking about what's on TV. And then at a certain point, we'll turn to the piano and we'll talk about the idea we have. His hands will start going, and I'll just start trying to write words to keep up with what's coming out of his hands. And the first song we wrote together, which is the opening number of New York, New York, we wrote in about an hour and 15 minutes. And there's a moment, I actually filmed us singing through it for the first time, and there's this moment where you just kind of look at each other like, well, this exists now.
I think that he just said something really important that I think that a lot of people don't understand with people who make art, if you will. One of the great things about making stuff is something is there that was not there before. And I can't tell you what an ego trip that is.
John, thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to talk to you. Lynn, as always.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. New York, New York is on Broadway at the St. James Theater. Here you go. Lin-Manuel Miranda and John Kander. We'll be right back with a performance from New York, New York.